Hello, and welcome back to Time with Tim. This is the fourth week in the series on defining your leadership philosophy. And this week we're going to talk about what I refer to as your leadership approach. Now, over the years, this element of leadership that I'm going to refer to as approach is commonly referred to as leadership style. Now, there's a couple of reasons why I prefer the term approach, so I'll just sort of explain that. Um, Essentially, I just feel like style is really a little bit sort of outdated. Um, I think style, these days really does, sort of have more of a connotation, around a sort of a construct, that you sort of create, you tailor, sort of a particular, sort of look or feel, that it's essentially, sort of a marketing thing. And also that to me, a leadership style is maybe the term is just synonymous for me to things that are a bit more superficial. Whereas approach, I feel, is more about something more sort of internal and something which implies that there is some both sort of foresight that you're looking ahead, you're looking at how you're going to approach something that that you're kind of moving up to, but also that it's something which potentially has some sort of both consistency and sort of pliability to it as well. So my question would be, what is your approach to leadership, okay, as opposed to what is your leadership style? So my approach to leadership involves, I look at leadership as being in a mode of service. I look at it as being a lifelong journey that there's always going to be something new to learn about leadership. I also look at it as being about finding something that you really, really love doing, becoming really good at it, and that thing is something that is of service to other people, right? And then the third thing really is that, sort of following on from that, it is work. It is work that will never end until I end, right? So all of that wrapped up together, leadership for me is about being of service. It is about, sort of constant journeying and learning and growing in order to basically sort of become, someone who is of service, doing work that never ends in a way that will benefit others through me becoming really masterful at something that I love doing. Now, that's very convoluted, but that's different to saying, well, my leadership style is to be, sort of empowering and uplifting and caring, right? So that's the long and the short of it. And as per the normal weekly structure, we'll now move forward to look at, sort of my own experiences, sort of defining and really sort of pursuing this approach to leadership. I will look at the reflections that I've had from others' leadership approaches, from, again, defining and sort of viewing their approach to leadership as being perhaps something different to their former portrayal of style. We'll look at essentially a personal insight that's come from this, and then we'll do our normal 60-second reflection, and the wrap, and the week will flow from there. So I hope that's been good. Towards the back end of the week, we'll just set up the final week in the 5-week series, which is sort of bringing all of these 4 tenets together and moving to a position where you can define your leadership philosophy. So I'll see you there.